How about there? I think it should be good. Hello? Check, check. Hello, hello. Alright. Sounds pretty solid. Okay. Sorry, it's been such a long time since I have been streamed. Since the last time I streamed. Um, hoping to get that changed. Get back on a more regular schedule. Do some reverb. Give me just a second. How about there? There we go. Alright. We should be good to go. Uh, something seems to be going on. Get that out of the way. What in the heck is going on? Every time I'm trying to get something to go right, it's not. Well, crap. Why am I not able to hear anything? There we go. Alright, we should be good to go. What the heck? Doesn't seem like you guys are able to hear anything. What is going on? Ow. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I don't understand. What in the heck? You guys hear anything? Now it's not. It never fails. What? Okay, discard. Okay, let me know if you're able to hear the audio. There we go. That seems to be better than how it was. Kind of? I have no idea what the hell is going on now. That is incredibly strange. Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. I think we're good to go. No idea why any of this was acting up, but we should be good. Looks like we're streaming to all the right areas. And should be good to go. So, without further ado, let's get into the game. Grab that stuff. Grab that. Say hello to guild people. Alright. Oh boy. That's about right. Okay. So I have no idea where the heck I left off. Let's get a refresher. Britt the Bold, ambassador for Nord Cultural Exchange and representative of the Stirk Fellowship, needs help convincing the Nords of Shorestand to join the fight against the Wormcult. I found where Britt set up a cooking station. I should talk to her to see how her hunt for ingredients went. Um, let's see what we can get up to today. I would like to try to get through, um, goodness, I forgot where we are. Solstice. um, I would like to try to get some of the side content tackled over in this area. Um, kind of make our get this mission done. I feel like we've been on it for a while. And then come down here, grab this, and make our way up and around to clear out this area and see where it gets us. Seems to show you're not hearing it. we go. That's better. Alright. Now let's see what she has to say.
That was adventure and a half. I went all over Shore's stand, even peeked into Wolf Hall. Learned not to talk to Speaker Sogrard yet. He's very shouty. How did you fare? Find all your ingredients?
I had the swimmer's scales, spuds from the deep, and Buzzer's treasure.
Perfect. I'll set everything out and then we can get started. Chefs say it's important to be organized when cooking. Otherwise, you might confuse radishes with eggs.
Fair point. You can't tell the difference between radishes and eggs? Maybe I should cook.
Oh, I am excellent cook. Hardly burn anything. Brother Rigard loves my rabbit meatballs too. Don't worry so much. You tell what order to add ingredients. End of recipe is confusing. Think old Nords had trick up their boots with this one.
Okay.
Let's get this feast started.
Translated from Old Nord by Trevilla. Oh my gosh. By T, I'm just gonna call her by her name. Feast of nature, feast of time, forwards and backwards, we keep our rhyme. While others look to drive us apart, we know the order is fixed in our heart. What starts may be the end, and the end may. What starts may be the end, and the end may be the start. So read closely, think carefully, and pick smart. The buzzer's treasure sweetens our bonds, while swimmer's scales steep. Flavored with blooms and spuds from the deep, filled innards shine to bring the sun round once more. Read thoroughly, or our feast will be a bore. Okay. Oh.
What's that smell? Our feast food? Oh, can't serve that.
Honey? Herbs?
I know good Nord cooking smells.
Wait.
This not it.
The buzzer's treasure sweetens our bonds, while swimmer's scales steep. Buzzer's treasure sweetens our bonds, while swimmer's scales steep. So swimmer's scales. Well, parents. Dude, what?
That looks right. That will burn before cooking's done. Throw it out.
Dude, grab me,
Yes! Look how stew thickens.
honey,
Not make
No.
stew before, huh? Try again.
grab potatoes,
That smell will make mouth drool.
honey, no, crab, potato,
Yes,
Herb.
that's it. I knew you could cook.
fish, and honey.
That smells scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
Potatoes? Out of season? Oh, I want a second bowl. Stew proves nothing.
Let the feast of friendship commence!
Wait, where did you find this recipe?
Together, Stu, at this time of year? Oh, it's delicious. Your food served and your feast started. But was it enough? Come, speak to me. I hope you know that the stew was lumpy and not a feast of friendship like Brittabold said. It's usually served as part of a harvest celebration. And yet,
What is it?
Together Stew is made from whatever's close at hand. We come together as a village to make it hearty and delicious. So, I suppose it is about friendship. Your ambassador may not be as daft as she appears. She actually taught me something.
Oh, sorry about that. Hold the phone. Give me just a second. Oh my goodness. Why is it every time I try to figure something out, it's never what I'm looking for? What the hell is going on? Why is this being ridiculous? What? Okay, until I get that figured out. I'm just gonna leave that there. Alright. Is that enough to prove to you that the Fellowship is willing to learn about your culture?
It wasn't elegant, but what about Nord's ever is? Your feast was earnest and displayed willingness. I don't believe you'll treat our warriors as fodder. The Hall of Feathers will support your fellowship. And I have a gift for you. A book.
Why are you giving me this?
You haven't talked to Sogrard yet, correct? I know what he'll ask of you, and this book will help. Before you ask, I won't tell you what his challenge will be. I won't cheat. But since you found inspiration from a book before, perhaps you can again.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
See, Frogida? I told you this ambassador was different.
It's the wrong season for a harvest feast, but their effort is commendable.
It worked? Our feast worked?
You think some soup will sway me or my wolves? We know who we are. We know what we want. And we know that this fellowship is not for our village.
Why are you so against allying with the Stark Fellowship?
Do you know who makes decisions for them? For their allies? We are the proud Nords of Shore Stand. We will act in our own best interests. Us. Not some fellowship. Not the regent in Sunport. And certainly not kings and queens from across the sea.
And you don't think the Stark
As a
Fellowship...
matter of fact, I don't. But you managed to convince the other speakers of your intentions, and I've had a good while to study Brit the Bold. I have a challenge for her. If she can make a convincing enough speech, I will follow the others.
Hell? Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure something out. There's not one thing, there's another. Man, I don't know what's going on with my feed. I don't understand this at all. All you need is a speech and you'll agree?
You can't jump in to help her deliver it. And to make things more interesting, she must incorporate our village's founding story into the speech. If she does all these things, then yes, the whole village will join this fellowship.
Sorry, guys. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Oh, for God's sake. Idiot? No. Why is this even... I think I got it figured out. Hopefully. We'll see. Why a speech?
Because I think she can't do it. You convinced the other speakers with your actions, hers and yours. This she must do on her own. It requires a quick mind. That's what I think you have that she lacks. Don't worry. I'm confident she'll fail.
Wow. Why the heck does the audio sound like it does for you guys? I don't understand. We'll see how that sounds.
Speaker Sograr talked to you without being mean and unsettling. I knew you were lucky. What did Speaker Sograr want? Did he change his mind about endorsing fellowship?
Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure something out. I didn't realize the sound for you guys is not great. I don't understand. Everything and anything is not going according to plan. He thinks the village won't be able to make its own decisions if they join the Stark Fellowship.
That is ridiculous. When have political allies ever overruled each other? We'll have to prove him wrong. What does he want?
Give me just a sec, guys. I want to try something. Instead of... What in there? Can you see what's going on? He wants you to give a speech about the village's founding story and why they should join.
Oh no! A speech? Not some grand display of helpfulness? Speaking's not my family's strongest, most skill. And the founding story? How will we get that?
I don't understand that. What in the hell? Sure. I don't understand. Why? That first window. This is really weird. I don't understand what... Okay, I picked it up, but now... Better? Can you hear the game? Well, maybe that's better. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Speaker for Frogride gave it to me. He knew what Sograd would want.
All right, here's plan. I give speech like Speaker Sograd wants. But you need to help when my memory fails. If you gesture to the things I forget in the speech, I can add them and no one will know. Is good plan, yes? You ready?
No, I'm trying to figure out why audio is being ridiculous. This is incredibly annoying. This is really frustrating. And of course, I'm streaming and people gotta blow my crap up. Why is the game... Alright. Oh my god.
Speaker Sogrard, you think Sturk Fellowship will not listen, but I listened. I know this village was founded by Nords looking for better lives. Nords with vision. Nords who saw this island in... a bow!
What village is she talking about?
A barrel!
How did you learn our story?
Can't expect a fool to get it right.
A bowl!
That doesn't sound right.
Wrong.
Cheese!
She's just confused.
This is supposed to be our ally.
A sack!
She jokes.
Wrong.
A
That
sword!
doesn't sound right.
This is supposed to be our ally.
A tankard! Their ocean journey was most rough and full of big whales. But when ship crashed, they didn't drown. They tied themselves to...
Barrels?
a barrel! Yes! On barrels, they floated ashore. Solstice was dark and scary. But did your ancestors run? No. They dreamed of the Fox Shore. They dreamed of...
Cheese?
cheese!
Ridiculous.
Can't expect a fool to get it right.
Of...
A sword!
What village is
That's
she
not
talking
how it
about?
goes.
bread?
Bread!
You're joking, right?
Can't expect a fool to get it
I
right.
apparently suck at this.
A bow! Of course! Bows kill darkness and bring sun back to sky. You are visionarians, barrel lashers, hunters of darkness.
Visionarians?
You with your ceremonial mead and the food you eat for your forenords.
Oh, we're still here again? Swords?
A sword.
What village is she
Just
talking about?
confused.
Bread?
Bread!
Wrong.
How did you learn our story?
Girl,
A bowl!
She's just
This is
confused.
supposed to be our ally.
Cheese! Yes, you are cheese eaters too. Your traditions live as long as your village. No one can take that away. You fear your voice will be silent? You fear orders? You are Shore's Stand Nords. You will not let those things happen.
That's right.
Not bad. Right, Sograd?
This island is your home. Defend it with friends. Defend it in fellowship.
I will have to think on this.
Can you think in tavern? My throat's dry and wants to drink.
Okay.
One
Well,
moment, friend. I have ideas.
okay.
Don't tell speakers, but I have the most cunningest of plans. Remember Speaker Frogirda's books? There was one on Great Nord brawling tradition.
Why are you telling me this?
We start a tavern brawl and bring village even closer together. Speaker Sogrard was close to agreeing, but pride blocks progress. So, we brawl. Let him get frustrations out and see that Sturk Fellowship is not so bad.
You really think that will work?
He wants to agree, but with time he will talk self out of it. We won't give him time. Like I said, most cunningest of plans. I go start brawl. Come in when you're ready.
Okay.
Is this how you welcome outsiders? Show me good time, brawl! How's this? Have fun, friend!
Wait, you actually want me to brawl? Hold on.
No maiming or serious injuries.
We're in this together.
Well, I
A
mean,
time-honored shore stand tradition. Off the rafters, make sure to land on someone.
Don't forget to pick up your teeth.
this is just bad.
Safely to your rest.
Let's join the fun.
Fresh air will clear my head. I'll make my decision outside.
No more for me.
Have fun
I
hitting
yield.
someone else. I'm done.
Speaker Sogrard left?
Ah, what excellent fighting.
There you are. Speaker Sogrard wants your ear, not mine. Still smarting from my fanciest footwork, I guess?
As I said, I needed some time to think and some fresh air. Brit is as bold as her name, using that brawl to distract me. But still, I must admit that she rose to the occasion and surprised me with that speech.
So will you agree to send warriors to aid the Sturk Fellowship?
Your ambassador reminded me that our people have always been our own. We will not be swayed or ordered about by anyone. We speakers will go to Sunport and send for our warriors when they are most needed.
Where are you going before the warriors?
To offer advice. We know how to use our village's warriors best. If the Fellowship has any issues with that, then they'll need our assistance more than we thought. But this island is our home. We should defend it from every threat.
That's a fair point.
Sounds like your top. Oh, that was incredible! Every bit of it. From beast hunt to feast making, a speech that did not go most disastrously, and a brawl. Others in cultural exchange will be jealous when they hear, and Rigard will be so proud.
Is that all we needed to do to complete your assignment?
Hard work, just starting for speakers. But for us, I can happily say we are done. Thanks to us, Shore Stand joins fellowship and friendship and with opened minds. Cultural exchange pays well. Since you helped, you get glorious reward too. Oh, I can't wait to tell Rigard what happened. He'll be so proud, maybe even buy me a drink in Sunport. I won't introduce him to speakers, though. They will get along with other Fellowship members better.
Do you think the Shore Stand will stay in the Stark Fellowship? Stay in the Stark Fellowship?
Breaking words is not Nordway. Not unless there is a murder, or better fishing elsewhere, or if Sun moves from east to west. But I'll be in Sunport. No matter what happens, I'll keep proving Fellowship's value to them. Until cultural exchange, my brother Rigert, or Skald King, sent me on next assignment. Isn't life exciting? I was only slightly worried this job wasn't for me, but look, it is exactly what I hoped for.
Well, good. I gotta.
Who's ready to chase the worm cult from our shores?
That's the spirit! The worm cultists don't stand a chance!
Gotta say, I wasn't really impressed by, Dude, she's literally gonna sit on a book? That's weird. Okay. Wait, is that the... Hold on.
All over and done, our village founded with ease. They sat back and ate the cheese.
I gotta say, that was probably my least favorite side quest in this game in a good while. Felt more tedious than engaging. Hoping the next couple quests in this world are better.
With bow aglow, Njord shot the night. Silence bloomed with dawn's first light.
It shows that it's here, but I can't. Well, I'm not gonna screw around and wait to find it. So next is gonna be here. I hope you all are having a good day and enjoying the stream. Or VOD if you're watching it later. Secrets in the Sand. The spirit of an ancient Argonian wanders the sands of the western beach, muttering how he seeks a cursed village beyond the shoreline to find his lost memories. Beware, it must be a trick, some deception to steal your soul or corrupt your own spirit. Avoid the western beach and ignore the pleas of the wandering spirit. Listen to his words at your own risk.
Let's go.
You do not fear me. Do you know me? No, impossible. So much time has passed. If only I had my memories. At least it would bring my spirit some sense of peace.
You don't remember anything?
Nothing. Not even my name. I only remember awakening to a wrenching pain. And it grows stronger near a specific corpse in that tainted Leal village out in the water. It must hold some clue to my past, but I cannot stand the pain, or avoid the others.
Others?
An undead tribe of Argonians roams the islet. Tainted, controlled by a lich who seeks to claim my spirit. The corpse must hold the answers. Would you help me investigate and recover my memories? Any valuables we find along the way are yours.
Alright. I'll help you recover the memories.
I will meet you in the Tainted Leo village. I would like to spend a little more time with the tides before I return to the pain. The boat nearby will take you to the islet. Its angler never returned after he saw me, screamed in fear and fled.
Okay. Whoa.
Pain. I feel it again as I approach this corpse. That dagger in its chest. Pull it out. That dagger belongs to me. I remember. I am Akech Chun. I remember now. I cast a ward upon that dagger to protect my body from this undead curse. I am unsure as to why it also fractured my memory, but at least now I remember who I am. I was the village Niswo, a priest of Sithis, the embodiment of chaos and change. That is all I can recall for...
What's wrong now?
I feel it again. The same force that drew me to my corpse. It must be parts of my memory, scattered by the spell. No wonder I was always drawn back to this location. One lies nearby. Another two are in the village. We must find them.
You think pieces of your memory were scattered by the spell?
The spell was a ward. It was not meant to behave this way. Something must have interfered with it and fractured my memory. My missing memories might hold the answer. Let us speak again once we find them. Never lose it. Not even the poor Guar was spared. It hurts me to see them in such pain.
Feels weird playing this game and not having combat. Maybe that's what I was...
Once soothed my entire tribe. Examine them, please.
Maybe that's what I was missing from the last quest. Not enough action.
I brought a high elf mage here to save our village from some danger. My spirit still feels drawn to other parts of the village. We need to keep looking.
I do believe we're good at this.
Something unpleasant haunts these halls. Tread carefully. I sense a sinister force lurking deeper inside. Memory will flow eternally with the tides.
And the mist will finally stop running.
Cool by the tides, my lich.
We'll feast on your remains. Will be mine. Never leave this place.
You don't fucking stop it! Oh my god, dude. I was... I don't know where the hell Isabel went.
Good to see your face again.
We'll feast on your remains.
Oh, fire, dude.
Will be mine.
There we go.
Will never leave this place. I am eternal. Forever.
That went far better.
Temple of Sithis. I was wearing that right before I cast my ward when I killed someone. This
Well, that-
is painful, but I am finally beginning to understand. We are close.
Okay. Well, that's kind of dark. But Fair enough. Okay,
Night never yields!
if I go over here, that should get me to that book. Goodness.
On that shrine. I recognize it.
That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
I recall a mistake I made. It destroyed my tribe. The Zaman Talal. That is it. I remember. No.
I'm glad you do. Is that up top? I'll try to wrap around and see. Nice. Alright, we can quickly just rush through all this. Get out of here. I like the delve quests. They're pretty easy to get through. Pretty quick too. Some quests just drag for unnecessary reasons. A lot of filler objectives, I feel like.
You look tired. Be on guard.
I remember everything. My life here, what happened to me, to the tribe. Let me explain.
Please do.
It feels like pieces of my memory are stitching back together. So many emotions and memories. The Corellanians are responsible for what happened here. The Corellanians and me.
Tell me what happened. What do you remember?
A storm was bearing down on our islet. A deadly storm. I sought the aid of powerful mages, high elves from the Corellanian clan on Solstice. They were more well-versed in the arcane arts than we were, more capable of casting the protection we needed.
Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go check on my dog, see what she's up to. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I had to take a quick, little AFK to go check on my puppy. Okay, then what happened?
I was foolish to think the passage of tides had changed them. They were still the necromancers of old. The necromancers who took much of our land as their own. They demanded my soul in exchange for their help. I agreed, but then fear overtook me.
What did you do?
I killed a Coralania mage and fled. My ward was supposed to protect my body, keep it from rising in undeath. But it reacted to their spell and tied my spirit to this islet. My people, they succumbed and now serve the Lich. I need your help.
What are you asking me, Octune?
I invited the Coralanians here because I feared the storm more than them. It is my fault that my people died and now serve the Lich. I need you to tell me what to do. Remain bound here to help my people, or move on to the Void to face my punishment.
You want me to make this decision for you?
My past decisions caused this. I no longer trust my instincts, so I ask you to choose for me. Should I remain a lingering spirit to try to free my village from this curse? Or will you burn my corpse and release me to the void to face Sithis' wrath?
Okay, interesting. Your people need you. Stay here and find a way to remove the curse. Yeah, first one.
I must remain to find a way to lift this curse. It is my duty as my people's Niswo. I will gladly spend an eternity here if I can save my village. We can use the items we found to bind my spirit and anchor it here.
Dude, I have no idea why my shit's not working. This is incredibly annoying. No idea. Anyway.
Place the items by my corpse, and I will bind my spirit to them.
Okay. Readjust it again.
With that, my spirit is forever bound to this place. Let us speak one final time, friend. And so I am bound here, but now with my memories intact. I will not waste this chance. Fear no longer has a hold on me. I will find a way to free my people and lift this tainted curse. Thank you for showing me this path, friend.
Let's go free your people.
No, my friend. That task is mine, and mine alone. And it will take much time. Necromantic curses are complicated spells, not easily thwarted. But I could not have reached this point without you. And one day, my village will be free, thanks to you. How strange, to finally have my memories restored, and my purpose renewed. Now the true work of saving my people begins. And I will not fail them again. This, I swear.
Do you know how you plan to remove the curse from your village?
Not yet. I must learn more about what is happening here. Whether this curse was the Necromancer's original plan, or the result of my actions when I killed one of them and set my ward. This may be the work of decades, centuries, but I have time.
Do you know anything about the, lich that haunts the... Wait. Do you know anything about the lich that haunts the islet?
Now that my memories are restored, I recognize the lich as the Corellanian mage I killed right before the storm struck. I was a fool to abandon my faith and turn to those villains. I suppose death is not an obstacle to those who practice necromancy.
Fair enough. What was the village like before it became Tainted Leaf? Became Tainted Leal?
It was beautiful, Zaman Talah. Simple. Peaceful. I was their priest, and the people were happy. That is why I tried so hard to save them from that storm. If only I had trusted my faith and not turned to those necromancers.
That was a decent quest. Better than the one before. Okay. Next up. The roughest pearl. I never saw clouds as dark as these, or heard the wind howl so loudly. Coxswain Belfield says there's no avoiding this storm. If we don't sail fast enough, we're dead. If this contract falls through, I'm as good as dead. If I make a bad decision, the crew will turn on me and I'll be dead. Cheery thoughts, I know. I have a plan, a way to make it to shore and fulfill the contract. These volcanic pearls will have more luck staying intact in the sea than they will aboard a rolling ship. Once we make it to the northwestern side of the island in the village of Shore's Stand, I'll send my crew after them. If they make it to land, we'll find them. Or if someone else finds them first, bring the pearls to us. We know how to strike a bargain that's worth your while. Captain Genevieve de Latan. Okay. Find Captain Genevieve de Latan. And that is... pretty quick quest. It's just returning to the village and giving it back. I think. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, I could just go there, drop that off, and then make my way back. Not a big deal. All right.
The waves are both storm. They climbed aboard barrels and over waves did roll.
Interesting. That book is still not showing up.
Whatever friendly instinct drove you this way, know that I am not open to a parley. I'm too far into my purse and my cups for that. If only this rotten luck would turn.
I found these volcanic pearls next to your note.
And there's my luck righted. You have no idea how hard it was to secure volcanic pearls directly from Ash Mountain. Thank you. I apologize for my terse attitude before. I hope this is enough to show you my appreciation.
Sure.
I sent word to the client who paid for this cargo. They're willing to travel to Sunport. My crew is in no shape to make the journey, and I'm in need of a bodyguard. Whoever this client is, I don't want to meet them alone.
Why are you suspicious of this client?
Any client willing to pay for goods is a client willing to take them for nothing. That's one of the few rules my parents taught that I took to heart. This client is especially strange.
What makes you say that?
My family's dealt with this client for generations. Far longer than elves live. Pieces to this puzzle don't align, but I'm too desperate not to try. Can I hire you to come to the meeting? You'll get your coin if we both make it out of there.
Sure.
Let me finish my drink, and then I can meet you near the cathedral in Sunport. Hopefully nothing terrible happens, but between the storm and headache of recovering all these goods, I don't trust my luck.
Tell me what you know about this client.
From the records, they're phenomenally wealthy. They only purchase the rarest goods found in the most dangerous places, but they pay handsomely for it. Still, my parents never talked about them.
Did your parents talk about their other clients?
The important ones, yes. They spent many years trying to get me to remember that the Duke of Evermore needed to be negotiated down to standard quality wool, but Lady Ernerama could be sold on special materials. Nothing about this mysterious client.
If this client has been with your family for so many years, why don't you trust them?
Do you ever get that heavy feeling in your stomach like something's rotten? I've had that ever since this contract promised to save my family's business. The timing is too perfect. It doesn't sit right with me.
Fair point. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. I'm thinking I'm gonna go do this quest, but I'm thinking that I'm going to because I'm guessing this quest is gonna be related to this. So, and obviously this is gonna be in relation to that. So, and that'll probably be related to that, or this one will. Alright, let's just go through and do this one first and see where it gets us.
This must be a trick. My family would never do business with a Daedra.
You mean you didn't figure that much out? I expected more. Still, you brought the goods. You could be useful. Let's make a deal.
Not so fast. I need to consult my friend first.
And who might you be? A sellsword chasing coin? An adventurer swept into mysteries beyond their comprehension? My focus isn't on you or your interests. I'm here to test the young Deletian and see if she's worth my time.
What do you want with Genevieve?
To see if she is useful. Her ancestors and I had agreements. I provided mentorship in the art of making deals and guided them along the path to prosperity. Her parents were really quite clever by the end of things. Shame what happened to them.
What did you get out of the agreement?
Nothing gets past you. A devoted pupil to absorb my eons of knowledge. Someone with a pretty, hornless face to enact my cunning plots in the mortal world. Ah, and their pledge of loyalty to me and my prince for a few decades. Standard fare.
Good grief. Negotiating with the desperate is hardly an exciting deal.
The mortal has an opinion, and it's an interesting one. I could argue that all the Deletians were desperate, but I concede your point. Genevieve is in a dire situation. Very well. She's welcome to attempt to renegotiate. Impress me with her acumen.
I'll speak with her.
I cannot wait to hear what you and Genevieve decide. I hope she takes my deal, but the waiting may be my favorite part of the process. Not knowing the outcome, delicious.
Okay, and then I'm going to switch one little thing.
Useful? What did he mean by that? I already acquired and transported the goods he paid for. Our contract is fulfilled. Now he's offering another deal? Everything I need to know to succeed in my family business.
What are you thinking?
I was blinded by my need to save what's left of my parents' work. Why would I question this contract from an old client? It was a test. He wanted to see how resourceful I am. And now that he knows, he wants to deal.
Do you know what he wants in exchange for his help?
I can guess. My parents warned me about scoffins with offers of tutelage. Now I see they meant their own mysterious client. He says he's done business with my family for generations, but it might be wiser to chart my own course.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. This Scoffin's knowledge can save my business, but I'll be tied to him. Rejecting the deal sacrifices everything my family worked for, but I'd be free to change my life, pursue other things. What would you do?
If you value freedom, don't trade it away.
I think I knew that, deep down. My parents left me a lot of debt. They would understand if I couldn't pay it all off. I can make them proud without tethering myself to a Scoffin's whims. If I have to sell our ships, then so be it.
You don't need the Stater's help.
The crew will find other work, as will I. I promised you payment if we both made it out of this, and you definitely kept me out of danger. I don't think the Scoffin is going to turn on us just because I refused to join him. You earned this.
Pleasure doing business with Adelity, even if it was for the last time.
At least I fulfilled one last contract. My parents would be proud.
Damn straight.
I can't believe I almost gave up everything. You know, the shipwreck might have been a blessing. I can start new, build my own clientele, or not be a merchant at all.
What will you do now?
Go back to Shore's stand and tell my crew what happened. They deserve to make up their own minds about their futures, just like you helped me do. After that? I don't know. But I'm hopeful. I have you to thank for that.
Take care, Genevieve.
And you as well. I'm not sure if you learned as much from our time together as I did, but at least we both know not to make deals without thinking them through. Maybe you knew that before, but it was a lesson I'll never forget.
Good. All right. I love quick and easy quests like that. Okay, so this is definitely gonna have to do with this, I'm guessing. A pirate's debt. I'm curious about this one, so I'm gonna go grab this one. Hey, how's it going?
Damn that greedy captain! Double damn my empty coin purse!
Well, okay.
You there, want to make some coin and help a maroon sailor get off this accursed rock?
Did your ship sink or something?
I wish it was that simple. I'm in debt to a crooked keel of a pirate, Captain Artellis. He's a scoundrel, violent, ruthless, and the most underhanded sea elf I've ever met. I'd rather be in a rowboat with no oars than spend another day in his crew.
Well, okay then. Can't you just quit?
Ha! You wouldn't last long at sea.
Hey, how's it
You don't
going?
just quit a sea elf crew. On top of that, the captain says I owe him. He means to collect. If I find something valuable to sell, One Keen the trader will pay handsomely. Help me out, and you'll get a cut.
Okay.
One Keen heard rumor of 2 items worth enough to clear my debt. His sources aren't picky when it comes to safety or ownership. One of them is in an old antiquarian's hut. The other is in a worm cult camp. So, rob a harmless old man or an evil cult?
Tell me about yeah, jeez. Tell me more about these options.
Well, I'm no friend of the worm cult. It could be called a public service to steal from them. But they might give us more trouble. If you're less particular, the antiquarian is surely the easier target. And probably the bigger haul. It's up to you.
I'll help you rob the worm cult camp. It's a better option.
A moral streak, huh? I can work with that. According to Wonkeen, the worm cult stole an heirloom from a high elf estate. We'll steal it back, then he'll pay out enough to cover my debt and your cut. Let's meet back here once you've grabbed the item.
How do you want to proceed?
Let me mark the location of the worm cult camp. We'll meet there and stake it out before we strike. Then we get paid, and my troubles are finally over.
How did you wind up in debt to Captain Artelis in the first place?
There's not much to tell. I needed a job and embarked with a bad crew and worse captain. It didn't take long to see how vicious Artelis and his lot were, or how greedy his contract was. It was a barnacle-brained move to sign on without reading it.
You signed the contract?
It's not uncommon on Sea Elf ships, but the terms of this contract are especially bad. It indebted me to the captain immediately, and Artelis falsifies his records, so the crew always owes more than we make on any voyage. It's brutally efficient.
And you think this robbery is the way out?
I just need to earn more than I owe without the captain's involvement. He can't claim a cut of the profit if it isn't his job. I can't wait to see the look in his eye when I hand over the payment from Wonkeen. Then, it's the next ship out of here.
Okay. Where is this having me go? Down there. Okay.
Be nice to get off my feet.
Hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, and evening.
This is the place. Let's find that treasure. That coffer looks important. That's the heirloom. Meet me back at Wonkeen's shop to settle things.
Okay.
Oh, nice. What did you find? Over here, friend. Don't mind Joaquin. He'll wait for us. Not bad for a landwalker. We could run a rather profitable enterprise together once this is done. But first things first. Hand over the heirloom, please. I want my payment.
So what now? You sell the item, pay back the captain, and you're free?
Hopefully it's that easy. But Captain Artellis is sharper than a knife at your neck. I learned not to underestimate him during my time in his crew. Now, I need to haggle with Joaquin. Any suggestions for dealing with the locals?
Be nice. You catch more torch bugs with honey than vinegar.
Nice! It's not exactly my strong suit, but I'll give it a try. Anything to squeeze a few extra coins out of the deal. As long as I get enough to pay my debt and give you a cut, I'll be satisfied. Here, Joaquin. Tell me what it's worth. I trust your judgment.
Change of plans, Sir Winia. Captain Artellis is already here. You really should have checked the back room first.
What? You treacherous bilge rat! Back me up in there, friend. This could get ugly.
Okay.
Any battle
Not
we can
the
walk
most
away from,
elegant
eh?
solution. Let's talk.
Could have been worse.
I can't believe it. It's over. The captain is dead and I'm free. Thank the tides. But there's still the matter of Joaquin. I trusted him and he betrayed me. I'd be dead right now if you hadn't gotten involved.
What are you gonna do about Joaquin?
If we were at sea, I'd toss him overboard and let the waves decide. But on land, we'll have to take a more pragmatic approach. That lying worm almost got me killed. What do you think I should do with him, friend?
Joaquin was forced to betray you. Make him hold up his end of the deal and be done with it.
You're probably right. The captain could be very persuasive when he wanted to be. A spineless sop like Joaquin never stood a chance. As long as he honors our deal and pays up, I'll let that maggot live.
What will you do after you're dealt with Joaquin?
You earned this. The last few coins in my pocket before I get what I'm owed from Joaquin. It feels good to be off that damn captain's crew, even if I'm marooned for now. If you need a crew member for your next job, I'd be happy to sign on. You're not a bad first mate, you know. I appreciate your help in the Worm Cult camp, and in dealing with Captain Artellis and his crew. I don't know if I'd be here without you. Even Joaquin should be thankful for your mercy.
What will you do now?
Now that I'm out from under the captain's thumb, I can do whatever I want. I'll probably head to Sunport first, then try to get work on another ship out of Solstice. Don't worry, I plan to read the contract before I sign it this time.
Good idea. Complete 16 non-repeatable quests in Western Solstice. Oh. 16 non-repeatables. Sure doesn't feel like I've done that many. Huh. And West Solstice, okay. Okay. Cover and clear all caves and striking locales across western and eastern solstice. Okay. Okay. I'm not an achievement hunter, but it's always interesting to see what all there is.
I'm sorry. Captain Artellus arrived right before you and Serwinia. I didn't have a choice if I wanted to save my scales.
There's always a choice, sir. Okay. That was a nice quick one. Gosh, everything but that one at the beginning of the stream that I took, like, it took like 2 streams to finish. Everything but that one, seemed to go by relatively fast. I'm gonna grab this one down here, because I know this one is linked to that, and usually the locale, quests take a little longer. So. Right. And this will complete the final delve in this area. So. That'll be good to have done.
You're not going to wait in line? I assumed someone so stunning would seek wanton merriment instead of beauty. Hold on. There's strength in your stance. Are you a warrior? I need someone who can hold firm in the face of temptation.
Why do you need a warrior?
That line leads to the Vale of Revelry, a raucous affair put on by the revelers of the Rose to honor Sanguine. What the Daedric Prince of Perversity has to offer, I do not know, but my acolytes sought to spread Dibella's light. They haven't returned.
You're worried because your acolytes haven't left the party?
Revelers drown in wine, dance to exhaustion, or eat until their bellies burst at these festivities. My acolytes believed their devotion to Dibella would protect them, but the Goddess of Beauty has no power in the Vale. Please, I can pay you.
I'll get your missing acolytes to leave the Vale of Revelry.
Enter that tent, but be wary. Sanguine revelers are as likely to turn their weapons on you as they are to offer you wine. Convince my acolytes to leave the party and exit that tent. I'll wait for you here.
Okay. Liberations of Sanguine? Wait, it's a delve, but it's a tent? Is it one of those bigger on the inside than on the outside type things? Yeah, I would say so. Okay then. Work our way left to right. This gives me some Skyrim vibes. Huh. I wonder.
You've met your match.
I was gonna say, I wonder if Sheogorath has anything to do with this. Wouldn't be surprised.
Watch me dance, flat-footed fools. I am grace. I am power.
You are probably drunk or enchanted by some weird-ass curse.
This is much better than sensually waving your arms like a beautiful flower or painting scenes of love. I'll kick my feet and scatter gravel to my heart's content. Are you here to dance as well?
Empress Cariel sent me. She wants you to leave the party.
Cariel ruins everything. She preaches love and beauty, but only worships the things she thinks are pretty. Her definition of beautiful isn't the only one.
What's your idea of beauty then?
I want to revel in anything that makes me feel incredible, like this glorious kicking dance. The blushing brush promised a life filled with people who are as pretty as I am. But Cariel's rules dull my appearance. My beauty fades under Dibella.
If your beauty isn't with Dibella, where is it then?
Here, with the revelers and sanguine worshippers. Here, you don't have to worry about appearances or being graceful at every moment. There's just feeling and glorious music. I'll leave this party, but only to tell Cariel to stop controlling me. I'll be out once I cool my anger. No need for Cariel to ruin everyone's fun.
Fair enough.
There are none left to stand against us.
Well, crap. That's fine. That's an easy fix. Up and over? Wait. I'm gonna go up.
All love, all beauty is a gift from Dibella. Adore her and be adored.
One more word about Dibella and I'll chew my own ears off.
Oh, hello. Are you interested in hearing about the glories of Dibella?
Oh,
I
God.
won't take up much of your time, but knowing about her love would be useful in this place.
Debella, is she like a Daedric goddess? Or a good prince? You must be one of High Prince Curiel's acolytes. She sent me to get you out of this party.
She sent you? Is she worried? Oh no, she probably thought I fell back into old habits.
Old habits?
Cararel didn't tell you? I was a reveler before she found me. I rotted away at these affairs, looking for love and joy. Oh, I was lost for so long. Now that I have found myself again, Cararel knows my fears.
If you're so worried, why would you enter the Reveler's party?
I worry for the people like me. The ones trying to fill an emptiness with wine and frivolity. People who long to get lost in the moment but don't know how to find their way back. No one here wants my help, though. Time to return to Cararel.
Okay.
I'll make my way out. Let me just gather my...
I hope I was of some assistance.
Wait. Lay down.
That was my wine, you dolt!
Why the hell? Really? I mean, I guess that works.
More dancing! You won't ruin our party!
Oh shit! Jesus!
Nothing hurts me!
Guard up, get moving.
Hear your feet shake! Wine is mine!
Get this guy.
You're just fighting me?
There we go.
This wine tastes of warm days. But does it taste of love? Perhaps more would help.
Jesus, did I just get like 3 achievements back to back? Let's see. Discover all 9 Sky Shards in Western Solstice. Explore and clear the Veil of Reverie. What was that? And explore and clear the explorable caves in Western Solstice. Okay.
Ah, this one's wine goblet is empty. Where are the servants? An empty goblet is an unfulfilled goblet. It needs more wine.
Cariel's worried about you.
Cararil? Oh, bright moons know. Rakaman stayed too long. He only indulged to see how ugly drunkenness can be, but drunkenness shines and swirls. He can see the Lady of Love in the rippling stars. Cararil must know of this. He will tell her.
Okay.
This one will go now. Once the world stops spinning.
What do you two have to say for yourselves? You stink of wine and overindulgence.
And you stink of arrogance. I learned more about joy in that party than I ever did with you.
Please argue quieter. This one begs.
Apologies for the unkind words you heard. I hope Heraewyn's actions did not lower your opinion of our sect. Not after you went to all that trouble of rescuing my acolytes.
Will they be alright?
I don't know what they saw in there, what they experienced, but they will live, thanks to you. You braved the temptations of Sanguine and returned. I hope this covers the cost of your labors. May Dibella's love hug you like a warm blanket.
Okay.
I spit on Dibella and your brushes. I will dance at that party until I'm ready to leave.
This one does not feel well.
There's beauty in all things, especially the sight of a foul person retreating.
Dibella's teachings are varied and plentiful.
Well, okay. Wait. The hell? Weird.
Heraewyn's gone. She left so quickly. I'm not sure if she fled Cararil, the Blushing Brush, or Dibella. Maybe all three? I
Maybe.
know she hated Cararil at the end, but Dibella, how can anyone hate love?
Did Heraewyn and Carol ever get along?
I thought so. Heraewyn was a part of the Blushing Brush before I got here. Back then, Cararil painted bouquets and Heraewyn danced with scarves. We had
So what-
music and song. Our campfires never dimmed.
So what happened?
Small annoyances turned to arguments. Rakaman and I watched their grievances deepen, and the music we loved turned sour. Cararil stopped seeing the beauty and passion, and Heraewyn couldn't feel love in curated moments.
Where do you find beauty?
I loved Heraewyn's passion and how easy it was to be swept up by her emotions. But I'm like Cararil. I've lived excess and chased its heights. But all I want now is to find grace and quiet in Dibella's warmth. I hope Heraewyn stays happy.
You're very loyal to Grail.
She helped me when I was at my lowest. After I left the revelers with no direction and an aching emptiness in my being.
Is that when you became an acolyte?
Oh, sweet lady, no. I was too used to staring at darkness to see Dibella's light. Cararil let me travel with the blushing brush before joining. Dibella teaches us to open our hearts to love. But I couldn't do that before I learned to love myself.
Not a bad point.
How could she be so foolish? Of course sanguine parties are fun and full of glee. They have no other purpose. I was worried about Mornabeth, but now I see the true weakest member of our sect. Good riddance to Hruewin.
You're not gonna try to get her back?
What would be the point? She knows her own mind. To tell the truth, I'm surprised she didn't leave the blushing brush sooner. I thought she would come around to our way of seeing things, but I can tell now that she never will.
What are you gonna do?
Care for my remaining acolytes. Even without overindulging in wine, there's a physical toll to remaining in a revel for too long. I don't know when they last ate real food. After that, we'll return to Sunport, continue our efforts there.
Whatever it's...
To grow the blushing brush. Our order is smaller than ever, but we do have a sanctuary established in the city. If your journey takes you to Sunport, please stop by. After their heads clear, I'm sure these two would love to thank you properly.
So I got left is this Ghost Hunters, Everlasting Fair, the Tide of the Heart, which I'm guessing is going to deal with this, so I'm curious about this Death Dancer's duty. And then I'm going to get there and then see what
Tides grant me aid in these troubled times.
Tarid has to say. Looks like there's some lore books over here. Might be related to this quest. But for now, I'm gonna take a break, let my dog out, and grab another drink and maybe a snack, and we will continue when I pick up. At about probably 5 or 10 minute break. I'll see you guys soon. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, we got a message. Let's see what we got here. I'm not interested in anything like that. You are soliciting in my channel, and I am not looking for I am not interested in anything like that. I'm just streaming casually, and if I get viewers, great. If not, no big deal. I'm here to just enjoy my time. Take your solicitation and everything else somewhere else. Thank you and goodbye. Okay, we're back. So let's get to it.
Mainlander, the tide washes you toward me, just when I need aid the most.
What seems to be the problem?
I am Tirad, a death dancer for the Tideborn Argonians. Recently, 3 of our warriors were killed in battles against the Worm Cult. Before I can perform the rites to guide their spirits to the void, I need someone to recover their tidal votives.
Tidal votives?
Consecrated items that are unique and personal to the individuals who died. While I prepare the grave stakes and rituals, will you talk to their spirits and locate the missing votives? I will, of course, generously compensate you.
Sure.
We recovered the bodies of Laras Il, Druni, and Vutraka at these sites. Use this sacred scallop shell to consult with their spirits. Ask them where to find their votives, recover them, and bring them to the gravestake field at Sheltide Village.
What will you be doing while I recover the missing votives?
One of the tasks set before the Death Dancers is to help the spirits of those who died violent or unnatural deaths reach their proper place in the afterlife. This requires complex rituals that take time to prepare. All will be ready when you return.
That's annoying. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Alright. Sure. Oh my. I don't know if that was a good or bad thing to do, but we did it. What the heck are you fighting? Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can't grab the documents in here. I'm not doing the trial. Not at all. It doesn't look like the documents I'm looking for. I'm here to pick up right away, so the hell is this? Oh, interesting looking clothing station. Sure. This is one way to get this done. Okay. Don't need anything from there after all. Suppose there are books in there, but I'm never really worried about it. Wait. Find. Oh, okay.
Who awakens me from this uneasy slumber?
T-Rad needs her title votive to complete your funerary rites.
My votive? Yes, I suppose the Death Dancer would need that, now that I am dead. I kept my votive near the hatching pools. I always cared about nurturing the eggs. Perhaps I'll see them again when I am returned to the Currens.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who summons me from my restless slumber? The Death Dancer. Yes, of course. That explains why I can't find my way into the tidal currents. I hid my votive near the entrance to Shelltide Village. The smell of the flowers there always brought me pleasure.
Over here, mercenary.
Hold on.
Might be something useful in that sack over there.
Apparently not good enough.
Over here, mercenary.
Why do our waters run foul?
Over here, mercenary.
Not quite yet.
Who disturbs me from my unending torment? I left my votive on the front deck of my hut in Shelltide Village. When I was alive, I enjoyed sitting there in the sun and watching the other villagers. I miss that very much.
Isn't it just there?
Over here, mercenary.
No. I don't want to. I'm trying to be good about picking up one quest at a time. And just sticking with it till I get to it. Or get them finished. Trying to be a better gamer about focusing on one quest at a time, but doesn't always work out that way.
Over here, mercenary.
Girl, you just pop up wherever you feel like it, don't you?
We'll see it done.
Here, friend. Have you recovered the votives?
Yep.
Were the spirits of our dead warriors cooperative, Mainlander? Did they lead you to their tidal votives?
I recovered the missing tidal votives.
Excellent. Then help me perform the funerary rites. Place each votive near the corresponding grave stake, and we can direct these fallen warriors to their appointed current in the tide.
Okay.
Laras Il, the tide calls you home. Druni, the void welcomes you into its embrace. Traka's spirits, the currents beckon. We have done it, Mainlander. We have performed the funerary rite and directed their spirits into the eternal ebb and flow of the endless tide.
What happens to them now?
That is a question for Sithis and the tide. But without your help, their spirits would have been trapped in an in-between state. Thanks to your efforts, they can rejoin the tide, as is their right. Take this, and may your waters always be calm. You have my gratitude, Mainlander. You would make an excellent death dancer for your tribe. You have all the necessary skills, it seems.
What will you do now?
A death dancer for the Tideborn is never without work, Mainlander. Especially when suddenly our island home has become such a dangerous place. I will continue to make sure spirits reach their appropriate currents in the tide, as is my sacred duty.
Fair enough. Good luck.
Over here, mercenary.
Yeah, it's you again. Hi, Kashu.
Ah, fortune smiles upon me. Just the person I needed to see. Hold a moment before you continue towards Shelltide Village. I could use your help with a complicated matter, mercenary.
What seems to be the problem?
I hope to recruit Tideborn warriors from the village to aid in the Stirk Fellowship's offensive against the Worm Cult. However, they're mired in their own struggles with the cult and a necrotic taint that threatens the village's egg hatcheries.
How can I help?
Tide Reader Suhoth promises the aid of the Tideborn tribes if I can root out the Worm Cult's corruption and assist in a ceremony to cleanse the tides. Will you help me save their birthing pools, mercenary? The Fellowship pays well for assistance.
Yes.
We must introduce you to Tide Reader Suhoth. He will have more to share about the tasks ahead. Meet me in his hut at the center of the village. And be aware, Shelltide is the heart of Tideborn trade and culture. Try not to anger them.
Tell me more about the situation here.
As I said, I'm here with the Stirk Fellowship. My primary mission is to recruit locals to help deal with the threat of the Worm Cult. I decided to start with the Tideborn Argonians of Shelltide Village when I learned of the problems facing them.
Tell me more about the Tideborn.
The Tideborn, or Ista Ahuak, are Argonians native to the island of Solstice. Their customs differ from what you may have seen on the mainland. For instance, many of these Argonians no longer hear the Hist song and, as such, have found new beliefs.
New beliefs?
Many Argonians believe that, in death, their memories are sorted by the river. Some are retained by the Hist, and others discarded. The Tideborn believe that these lost memories are returned to Nirn by the tide, and are reborn here on Solstice.
The Tideborn or reborn Argonians?
Some villagers believe so. They consider it a second chance, another opportunity to mature into their destined scales. I am curious, of course, and wish to learn more. But for now, I am withholding judgment.
And what is Tide Reader's, Yuha's story?
Perhaps you are familiar with the terms Treeminder or Sap Speaker. These are important roles within any Argonian tribe whose Hist still sings. Tide Reader Suhoth fulfills this role for the Tideborn, an interpreter of the tide and its bounty.
Did you come to Solstice because of your dream of building and advancing an advanced Saxial
I see you remember our
society?
conversation back in Gideon. Yes, my dream remains the same. I still plan to build an advanced Saxleal society with a vibrant culture that embraces our past glory while retaining our current outlook on the world.
And Solstice will help you build this new society?
That is what I hope to find out. Gideon is the beginning, but I want to see what I can learn from the Tideborn. And I also understand that there are Stone Nest tribes that never abandon the ways of the Zanmirs. I hope to speak to them, too.
Okay, let's get going.
Is this the mercenary you spoke of, Eggkin?
Yes, Tide Reader. I consider them worthy of the task ahead.
You are welcome, Ojel, but allow me to cut straight to the pearl. The presence of these cultists threatens the Tideborn. Tribes from across the island bring their eggs here to mature in our holy waters, but those waters have become tainted, unclean.
Tishu mentioned a ritual to cleanse the tide.
Yes, that is correct. A ritual I hope will both lift up the next generation of Tideborn warriors and dispel the necrotic taint on our waters, all in time to aid your cause. How familiar are you with the Chukase tradition?
What is a Chukase?
A rite of passage for young Eggkin to prove themselves to their community and to the tide. Completing the ritual should elevate our young and clear the waters, but the ritual path has become too dangerous. I was forced to pause the tradition.
Until now?
Until your arrival, yes, Ojel. Outsider, I ask that you aid our young warriors by clearing cultists from the ritual path so the Chukase can be completed. Seek out the brothers Senek and Talali Haas. Help them perform the rite, and we will help you.
Okay.
Senek Haas will be at the training grounds northeast of my hut. Talali Haas is tending to the hatchery pools east of here, beyond the village walls. Tell them to begin their chukase and accompany them to the entrance of our burial grounds.
Why the burial grounds?
That is where the ritual path begins, and where the worm cult is most active. We first thought they were pirates, but they cut us off from our burial grounds. Now we hear the sound of shovels turning earth and the mournful wails of the risen dead.
The worm cult is after you're dead?
So it seems. They use our own dead against us, and even our most powerful warriors grow weaker as their vile magic seeps deeper into our land. It kills our crops, spoils our waters, corrupts our eggs.
What do you mean it corrupts your eggs?
We rely on the water brought by the tide to nurture our eggs, to deliver memories discarded into the great river and instill them in new homes. But now, the tainted waters weaken the shells and kill the unborn young, causing the memories to fade.
Oh shit.
Your tail twitches like a young one, Keshu. You have questions, yes?
I'd like to hear more about the tide. Go on ahead, mercenary. I will catch up.
Okay.
I will protect Shelltide Village with my life.
Take that! Ha! And that! Taste the salt of my blade! Has my fighting prowess caught your attention, outsider? Huh. Well, do try to keep your distance, lest I cleave you in two.
Senek Haas, Tide Raider Sunoth, sent me to find you.
Has that old lizard finally accepted what I've known all along? That these cultists must be dealt with swiftly before we lose any more young? Join me in battle, Ogel. I will heartily welcome your blade.
I'm to clear out cultists while you and your brother complete your chukase.
My scales shimmer at the news. While I wish it were me taking down the cultists, I'll accept finally being recognized as a full-fledged warrior. Perhaps the Tide Reader has sense left in him after all. When shall we begin?
Once we all gather at the entrance to the burial grounds.
Lolly will certainly erect the spine of surprise when he hears of this. Our scales have itched for the opportunity to prove our worthiness and push back the cultists. I will meet you at the start of the ritual path, outsider.